is I have been mentioning the Vangasali WhatsApp support line, which is 063-341-4515. I would like for us to please go on WhatsApp, save that number is Vangasali, and then on WhatsApp text the word download. I will take you through every step of the Vangasali WhatsApp support line once we get towards the end of this, because then it's all going to make sense when you have understood everything that has to happen on that Vangasali WhatsApp support line. So because we are doing this together and I already know what's going to happen, please send the word download, and then you're going to receive a text back with the application documents, which is all the attachments and appendices that I'm going to be speaking about going forward, and then you're going to be referring to that same PDF document in your phone so that you follow exactly as I explain each and every form. So please download, send the word download to that Vangasali WhatsApp support line, and then you'll be able to get that PDF file. Okay, now that we all have our Form 11, which is the very first form in our application documents, is an attachment. It's Appendix 1, and Appendix 1 is Form 11. So your Form 11 is an application for registration or conditional registration or renewal of registration or reinstatement of a partial care facility. So you must delete whichever is not applicable. So if you were registering for the first time, you've never been registered as a partial care facility, so you'll be choosing registration as a partial care facility. But if you have been registered before and your certificate lapsed or expired, then you will choose renewal of registration as a partial care facility. So your Form 11 is divided into 4 sections, A, B, C, and D. So your A is going to be looking at the application is made in respect of a creche providing partial care for the children from the ages of 0 to 3 years or birth to 3 years. So if you have those children in your ECD service who are aged between birth and 3 years, you tick the first box, because remember we are dealing with ECD, which is looking at 0 to 5 years. And then if you also have children that are from the ages of 3 to school going age, you will then select the second box in your application. So you tick the first and the second box, and then remember the numbers that are attached or relating to each of that category, which we're going to speak about just now. Then you're going to have particulars of the application. So you want to name the partial care facility, their physical address, the residential address, and their postal code, as well as their contact information. You also want to put in there the details of the person who's managing that facility or in which that application is made. So at the bottom of that first page under B, you will have the number of children that will be accommodated in each category of partial care in respect of which the application is made. Remember, on A, you chose the first and the second box, which is 0 to 3 years. You must state how many 0 to 3 years do you have. If it's 10, it's 10. Then you must state also how many 3 to 5 years. If you have 3 to 5 years as well, then you must state the number. So you categorize them as you chose them on that box. It's very important, so that when your whole number of the children that attend in your facility is 20, the number should be 20. It's very important that we are truthful in answering all these numbers in our ECD services. Most of the time, based on experience, you'd find that centers would not be truthful in terms of the numbers, because the inspector might have found that they are overcrowded, and then when they put in applications, they would put in and the numbers that are not real. So the reason why you need to be truthful is that once these are processed at phase 3, we need to see this center has got way too many children than the capacity of that facility. Then we know already that, oh, okay, we need to provide an additional class for that ECD service. So do not lie, be truthful all the time, because there's a reason why you're being asked such questions, and there's intervention that is planned for that at a later stage. Let's carry on to C, which is supporting documents. I'm not going to dwell on that, because everything that is listed there as supporting documents is what we are going to be explaining further on. So things like your business plan, your constitution, they're all going to be covered there. So I'm not going to touch on the supporting documents, which at the end they're going to be there in your file, and I'm going to explain each and every one of them shortly. but I will tell you that these are the supporting documents that you were supposed to put for Form 11. Okay, and then we got to D. D is looking at any other supporting statements in respect of your application. So as you're applying for a partial care facility, which is looking at the structure, now think about the reasons why you started your ECD facility or ECD center. What were you aiming to provide to these children that you bring into this space? So you can put any supporting statements that will speak to the funder or the person who's supposed to assist you, and pour out your heart and say, I started the facility and I wanted to be registered because it provides a safe environment for children. You also provide nutritional meals, which is very beneficial to their nutritional requirements so that they grow up to be healthy, strong children who can concentrate at school. And you're also providing a safe place which prevents children to be exposed to kinds of abuse that they would normally be subjected to if they were not in an ECD facility with other children. So there's different reasons why we started our centers, and the kind of a supporting statement that you put there must speak to a partial care facility. What is it that the children are gaining by being in the partial care facility? Then you would need to sign in as a person who filled on this form, and then you put in a date and you sign. Thank you.